still wrestle occasionally, I believe.
I imagine so.
Yeah.
141, Jacob Frost, the redshirt freshman, taking on Josh Viarengo, junior, making his season debut, Westchester, Pennsylvania, Malvern Prep School for Viarengo.
And you really just want to see. I know these first couple matches have maybe been a little bit lopsided, but if you're a Davidson wrestling fan, you want to see these young people compete and just look to fight for every single point. If you're an Iowa State fan, you want to see those wrestlers look to, run up the score, dominate, put people on their back, and impose their will.
Frost fires the opening salvo here, not quite a minute in, 3-0, Jacob Frost.
And you can tell, again, right side, attack that right side, just like his brother Evan did, and really looking for that bar arm or that chicken wing action, and making Joshua really carry that weight and feel that pressure and be uncomfortable on bottom.
Still working on the bar. He had, for a moment, Viarengo's wrist captured as well underneath. Viarengo was able to clear his left wrist out.
And those are the hard things, right? Like when you get your wrist captured, things like that, things of that nature, it's easy to concede or not fight in those situations and give up, an abundance of points. That was a beautiful head inside reach right there from Frost to the right leg.
Gets control and another takedown, 6-1 lead for Jacob Frost. These Frost brothers, it looked like originally it was going to be Columbia. And then at the last second, as you were describing, they made the decision to come to Iowa State. Love the engineering program here in Ames. That was a big factor for both of them. And after a year of redshirting, opportunity to shine each and every night, part of this lineup.
And that's the thing. It's like, I don't know if you call it the butterfly effect, but the cyclone effect, like some people have some conversations and then all of a sudden kids are trying to decide, all right, well, can I accomplish all the goals I have for myself? And that's the thing I think that we're seeing a lot more now is there's so much more to the student athlete than just the sport and the academics. They want to know what's life going to be like 30 years, down the road. Can I come here and get the degree, the wrestling, all those things to elevate and advance myself.
Life after wrestling. It seems so far away, but eventually it's there. As you take a look back at some of the highlights from Jacob Frost in the opening 3 minutes.
Yeah, he did a really good job of getting his head, attacking those legs and getting up and through the position. And that is what makes him good, is he gets to those positions, he gets up and through those positions and finalizes them.
See what Viarengo can do on top. Frost into a quick stand-up, trying to rip away at this grip. Viarengo hanging on, tries to drop down to a leg, but Frost kicks clear, and then immediately he shoots in on a strike of his own.
He did a beautiful limp arm right there, and he's using his whole body to go collect those takedowns, and I think we've seen that from the Iowa State team, that they've done a really good job of using their whole body to score, using trips, using 2-on-1s, shuck actions. They've done a really good job of connecting it all together.
Third year with the program. When you look at Josh Viarengo, in and out of the lineup a year ago, won 5 matches. Limited action in 2022, was held to just 8 matches throughout the season. Talked about his high school success, part of Malvern Prep School. Davidson not quite at full strength here tonight. They're missing a couple of names that probably will pop up once you get closer to some of the SoCon duels a little bit later on in the year.
He did a really good job right there doing that slide by to the single, but now he's getting himself extended. Frost doing a great job of keeping those hips heavy, but you want to see Viarengo really build up, but they're going to go to a stalemate right there.
35 seconds, second period, 13-3, Frost with the lead. See that change of direction, bluff one side, attack the other, gets to that leg, finishes it up for 3 more.
Yeah, he did a great job right there. So he goes fake, doesn't get the reaction that he wants or that he feels like the guy was respecting that fake. So he goes and takes it with that next follow-up shot.
Frost will take a commanding lead into the third period. Jacob Frost was a state runner-up for Dowling at 138, won 3 state titles for Holy Cross High School in Louisiana.
And yeah, you talked about this, Sean, but just the appreciation for what they see when people show up for wrestling in Iowa, I think was a huge reason that they decided to stay. But I think he's going to be looking for a dresser opportunity right here to hit that dresser dump. He's looking for that right leg of Viarengo to kind of like step up, maybe even a cradle.
Can't quite get to the cradle position. Good job underneath by Viarengo. The escape point. So Viarengo gets the 1. But as we've seen on a couple of occasions, right when Viarengo gets out, that's often an opportunity for Frost to be opportunistic and shoot. And that last shot's going to end it. Another technical fall win for Iowa State. Jacob Frost picks up his first win. He was upended last week against Cleveland State, so a nice performance here tonight.
Yeah, and like that was a tight one last weekend. So for him to respond and be resilient and make sure he gets back on the win column is super important for him. Great snaps right there, just great